Hello guys, Nemox here, and today we are diving into What If Naruto Was a Uchiha Part 12. Before I start, remember to like and subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications so you get notified when the next video comes out. Also, I would like to announce that this part will be the last part in Season 1 of What If Naruto Was a Uchiha featuring the Sharingan twins. Meaning that in the next episode, or part 13, is when Naruto and Sasuke will graduate from the Ninja Academy. In other words, the time when we finally merge with the canon timeline. Now that we are done with the announcements, let's get started. The next day, 8 AM. Due to staying up really late last night from learning how to cook, Naruto and Sasuke woke up extremely late this morning. Even after waking up, both Naruto and Sasuke were really tired, with bags under their eyes. After waking up, Naruto and Sasuke knew they were in condition to train, so they sloppily walked downstairs, still tired, and made a simple breakfast of quesadilla with some meat sauce, which they scarfed down quickly. After breakfast was finished, Naruto and Sasuke peered at the clock and noticed what time it was. Seeing that it was already really late, Naruto and Sasuke quickly grabbed a few leftover quesadillas along with the sauce and packed them for lunch. Carrying the backpacks behind their backs, Naruto and Sasuke ran out of the house, hoping they won't be late for school. 9 AM at the academy. Once they arrived at the academy, Naruto and Sasuke rushed through the hallways and entered into their class, just in the nick of time. Sitting down, Naruto and Sasuke waited as Iruka-sensei called attendance, calling on every name each time, waiting for a reply. After Iruka finished attendance, he announced that today they would learn about chakra control. Hearing this, Naruto and Sasuke groaned internally, as they already learned chakra control and were actually pretty good at it. Throughout the day, Naruto and Sasuke simply sat there, doing their best not to doze off. By the end of class, Naruto and Sasuke learned only one new thing, and that was the technique the whole class practiced. During the practice, while the other students were struggling to get into the proper posture, Naruto and Sasuke were able to hold the technique for the whole time until the end of class. After class ended, Naruto and Sasuke, along with Shikamaru, Kiba, and Choji, sat down for lunch where they talked about the class and how boring it was. Amidst their chatting, Naruto and Sasuke also gave Shikamaru, Kiba, and Choji a few pointers on chakra control and how it would be easier if they did this or that. Class resumed after lunch ended, so Naruto and Sasuke, along with Shikamaru, Kiba, and Choji, headed back to class. For the rest of their time at school, Iruka continued with his lesson on chakra control. By the time the academy was over, only Naruto, Sasuke, Shikamaru, Kiba, and Choji were able to fully master the technique, with Naruto and Sasuke able to hold the technique for an extended period of time. At the Uchiha compound, right when school ended, Naruto and Sasuke bolted back home. After arriving home, the two Uchihas put their backpacks down, changed into their training outfits, and headed off to train. 30 minutes later at the Uchiha training grounds. Arriving at the familiar Uchiha training grounds, Naruto and Sasuke started their training with warm-up and stretching. After around 5 minutes of stretching and jogging around, Naruto and Sasuke started their usual one-on-one sparring match. Naruto, do you remember the amounts of wins you have? If I remember correctly, I'm still one win ahead of you right now, taunts Sasuke as he throws a barrage of quick jabs at Naruto's face, which Naruto dodges with quick movement. Hey Sasuke, you shouldn't get too cocky. One more win doesn't mean anything. I'll get that win right back with this, replies Naruto as he fluidly ducks down for a split second before giving Sasuke a hard uppercut. Not expecting Naruto's smart counterattack, Sasuke gets hit right under the chin and is pushed into the air. Naruto, not wasting a moment, uses this advantage to jump up and downward kick Sasuke in the stomach, knocking the wind out of him and making him hit the ground flat in a huge thump. Ouch, that hurt. When did you make a new move like that? Asks Sasuke, wafting the dust around his face. Oh, you mean this? I made it up during class today, when Iruka was teaching the lesson, replies Naruto with a smirk. Now we are tied, adds Naruto. Well, that's not fair. You thought of a new technique without telling me, complains Sasuke. But I guess we are even now, he adds, as Sasuke flips himself off the ground back into a standing position. Hey Naruto, I was just thinking, we can't just have only one jutsu up our sleeve, can we? We need to get stronger. I mean, sure, the fireball jutsu is powerful, but don't we each have 2 chakra natures? Wonders Sasuke, turning his head to look at Naruto, who is dusting Sasuke's back. Oh yeah, I remember that. I have fire and wind, while you have fire and lightning, replies Naruto, finishing up dusting Sasuke's back. Yeah, you see what I mean? We aren't utilizing our full potential. Right now, we only have 1 jutsu in 1 element, and we are already the best in the class. What do you think would happen to us when we become masters of 2 jutsus? We will definitely become extra strong, points out Sasuke. You're right, but who's gonna teach us? We don't have a teacher anymore, replies Naruto in a low tone. We can just ask the 3rd Hokage, can't we? Says Sasuke, trying to lighten the mood. Oh yeah, we can ask Gramps. He's a great teacher, shouts Naruto, reforming a smile on his face. That is perfect. We'll just go ask him. Come on, let's go, calls out Naruto, already in the motion of leaving the training grounds. The Hokage Tower. After concluding that the best way for them to get stronger is with the 3rd Hokage's help, Naruto and Sasuke excitedly rushed to the Hokage Tower. And just like last time, right outside the Hokage's office were 2 mask-wearing Anbu guards. Hey, it's you again, brat. The 3rd Hokage's a busy man. You can't just come and disturb him whenever you want, says the guard on the left to Naruto and Sasuke. Sasuke, do you remember this guy? How does he even recognize us? Asks Naruto, with his head facing towards Sasuke. Huh, I don't remember him either. It's probably because he isn't an important person, answers Sasuke with a taunting smirk. You 2 brats wanna go? Challenges the left Anbu guard, with steam fuming from his head, in the motion of rolling up his sleeves. Stay professional. You are being angered by 2 children. How can you call yourself the bodyguard of the 3rd Hokage if you can't even hold your temper against 2 academy students? Warns the Anbu on the right. Oh my, is this the extent of the Leaf Village's elite defense unit? I guess having the mental capacity of a baby is all it takes to enter the Anbu. How sad, taunts Naruto, shaking his head. Yeah, Naruto, how sad. Let's tell everyone in the school about this. I bet everyone in our class will become extremely excited about joining the Anbu, comments Sasuke. Hey you kid, watch your mouth. I will literally destroy you, says the Anbu on the left, before being cut off. This is unacceptable, says the Anbu on the right. As Squad Force leader, I shall punish you for this immature behavior, adds the Anbu on the right. But they, refutes the Anbu on the left, until he gets cut off again. What's all this ruckus about? How am I supposed to work? Shouts the 3rd Hokage from inside the office. Gramps, it's me and Sasuke. We have some questions, Naruto shouts back from the outside. Oh, you 2 again. Come in, come in. Guards, next time just let these 2 in. Don't create such a scene again, orders the 3rd Hokage. Yes, sir, answers the 2 Anbu guards, with the Anbu on the left giving Naruto and Sasuke a mean look. Proud of their achievements on provoking an Anbu, Naruto and Sasuke walked into the Hokage's office with gleeful smiles. After entering the room and closing the door, Naruto and Sasuke take a seat in front of the 3rd Hokage. So, Naruto, Sasuke, what brings you 2 here again? Asks the 3rd Hokage with a pale and tired face. Well, basically, today when we were training, we remembered that we have actually 2 chakra natures. And since we already know a fire style jutsu, we thought it would be awesome to learn another jutsu before our 2nd nature. The problem is, we couldn't think of anybody that could teach us until we remembered you, Gramps, explains Naruto, getting excited and a bit loud. You kids want what? Brat, you must be crazy to think you're worthy to be trained by someone like the 3rd Hokage, screams the guard on the left as he barges into the office looking half insane. Sorry for the interruption, Lord 3rd. This disappointment shall be removed at once, says the Anbu on the right, as he paralyzes the Anbu on the left who just barged in and dragged him out of the room. Seeing this hilarious scene, Naruto and Sasuke drop on the ground laughing. Ha 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 ha, serves you right. laughs Naruto. Ha 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 ha! Man, I wish I could have recorded that, responds Sasuke, laughing his head off. This laugh lasted barely 3 seconds until the third Hokage cut in. The Anbu guard is actually right. I can't train you two, but it's not because you two aren't worth my time. It's because I have a tight schedule. If I had the time, I would love to train you two. But as the third Hokage, I have many responsibilities, so I can't go around training academy students, says the third Hokage. Why don't you two go to the Uchiha library? They have plenty of fire scrolls there. I can even give you pointers as to what jutsu to learn next, adds the third Hokage. Hearing this, Naruto and Sasuke pose a question. Hey Gramps, we were asking for scrolls containing lightning and wind natures, reminds Naruto. Oh, lightning and wind? Okay, let's see. Wait, what? Lightning and wind? Don't both of you have natural affiliations with fire? Asked the third Hokage. Well, we both have two natures. I have lightning and fire, whereas Naruto has wind and fire, answers Sasuke in a nonchalant tone. I seem to remember saying that we had two natures already, didn't we? I'm amazed. You two were born with two natural elements? That is very rare. Usually a person unlocks their second or third affiliated element with rigorous and intense training. In fact, some people don't ever unlock their second affiliation. You two are very lucky, states the third Hokage. Never mind the Uchiha compound. Follow me. I have a whole lot of scrolls here, says the third Hokage. After hearing that they were special, Naruto and Sasuke both felt extremely proud of themselves. They then got up from their seat and started walking around the room looking for the scrolls along with the third Hokage. Hey Sasuke, look at that giant scroll over there. I bet there definitely will be wind and lightning techniques in there, says Naruto, pointing at the forbidden scroll. Sorry Naruto, that scroll is one you cannot take. That scroll contains forbidden jutsus that are extremely advanced. If one were to take it, or even steal it, they would be hunted down as a criminal and a rogue ninja, the third Hokage explains. At the third Hokage's statement, both Naruto and Sasuke took a gulp and walked away from the forbidden scroll. Hey Gramps, could we also get some scrolls for more advanced fire style jutsus as well? Asks Naruto, tugging at the third Hokage's robe. Oh, for fire style, there's no need to look here. Remember how you two inherited the Uchiha library? Fire style jutsus are Uchiha's specialty. There should be plenty more fire style scrolls if you look there, answers the third Hokage. The Uchiha library? Says Naruto and Sasuke, while looking at each other confused. Huh? Didn't I tell you two about it when we were at Ichiraku's? Maybe I didn't. Anyway, the Uchiha library is where the Uchihas keep all their jutsu, clan history, and specific Uchiha related information. What is special about this library is that some of their books can only be read by Uchihas who have unlocked their Sharingan. I suspect that those scrolls are those that contain the most important information, explains the third Hokage. Wow! Sasuke, we really need to visit that place sometime in the future, suggests Naruto. Yeah, we haven't even unlocked our bloodline ability yet. We probably could get some tips and tricks in there, replies Sasuke. Ha! Found them both. Here, Naruto, is your scroll for wind style, and here, Sasuke, is your scroll for lightning style. These scrolls contain a collection of different wind and lightning style jutsus with varying difficulty. I suggest you two start with the easiest one and progress to the next after you've mastered the first. If I have time, I will go visit you two and observe your progression, as well as give you some pointers. Also, tomorrow's the day the villagers are going to clear the compound, so you two better remember to take all the valuables, reminds the third Hokage. Okay, Gramps, replies both Naruto and Sasuke, with stars in their eyes, looking at the medium-sized scroll in their hands. Yeah, now why don't you two just go back home and work on your jutsu? I still have work to do, says the third Hokage, walking back to his office. After the third Hokage left, Naruto and Sasuke, holding their new scrolls, rushed back to the Uchiha compound, unable to wait and try their new jutsus. At the Uchiha compound, on their way home, both Naruto and Sasuke were unable to hold back their curiosity, so they read while rushing home. By the time they arrived home, Naruto and Sasuke already read through all the contents of the scroll. Wow! These jutsus are amazing! So many applications with varying difficulty. Training will never become boring with this. We'll become much stronger after we learn all these, examines Naruto. Less talking, more doing! Let's go train! Demands Sasuke. Heh, I was wondering when you were going to ask that. Let's go! Says Naruto. After this short interaction, both Uchihas changed into their training outfits and headed off to the Uchiha training grounds, carrying their new scrolls. The Uchiha training grounds. Immediately after Naruto and Sasuke arrived at the Uchiha training grounds, they began their training. Both of them started with the basics, like gathering their elemental chakra into thin objects, like a leaf. Naruto, holding a fallen leaf in his hand, tried to gather wind chakra to cut the leaf in half. After around 1 full hour of repeated exercise, Naruto and Sasuke were able to manifest small amounts of their second chakra nature onto the palms of their hands. Exhausted, but feeling fulfilled, the two Uchihas lay on the ground. About 2 minutes into their break, Naruto and Sasuke see out of the corner of their eye the third Hokage walking towards them. Gramps? What are you doing here? I thought you were too busy to come help us with our training, asks Sasuke, sitting back up. Well, I found a temporary solution, answers the third Hokage while smoking his pipe. Flashback to 1 hour and a bit before. After Naruto and Sasuke left, the third Hokage returned to his office, sat back on his chair, and slumped over the desk, knocking over a few stacks of paperwork. Oh my, I'll do that later. Let's get this done first, the third Hokage says to himself, looking at the many stacks of paper left on his table. Holding a pen in his hand, the third Hokage started signing. For the next 15 minutes or so, the third Hokage worked really slowly, due to him continuously wondering what Naruto and Sasuke was doing. He barely got 1 stack of paper signed, which before he could have done in under half an hour. I can't handle this anymore. I need some fresh air and a break, thinks the third Hokage. It was at this moment that the third Hokage came up with an idea, one so simple and messy, it just might work. With a silly smile, the third Hokage brushed all the paperwork on his desk to the floor, covering his whole office with messy paperwork. Not believing the mess he's caused, but then thinking of the possible reward, the third Hokage walks out the front door and confronts the 2 Anbu guards. Guards, I have an important meeting that I need to attend. You don't need to follow me. I will stay in the village. Instead, you two should clean up the messy office floor, says the third Hokage, rushing through all the details. The third Hokage, after giving his orders, quickly leaves the hallway and disappears, leaving the 2 Anbu guards quite confused about the situation. Waking up from their daze, the guards opened the office floor, and to their surprise, the office floor was completely flooded with paperwork. Ha! That'll get them off my tail, thinks the third Hokage as he leaves the Hokage Tower. End of flashback. Now, why don't you two show me what you've been able to master in this time? The third Hokage says. Maybe I could give you some tips on your jutsu. Hearing this, Naruto and Sasuke bounce right up, eager to show the third Hokage what they've been able to master in the time they spent training. Naruto and Sasuke then proceed to show the third Hokage the stages they went through to get where they are at now. After showing the third Hokage they were able to manifest small amounts of elemental chakra into the palms of their hands, the third Hokage started directing Naruto and Sasuke to the next steps on how to master their second chakra nature. Finished giving a complete run-through of the process, the third Hokage watched over Naruto and Sasuke while they trained for the next 4 to 5 hours, giving them tips and tricks on how to improve their techniques. When it was dinner time, the third Hokage, along with Naruto and Sasuke, walked to Ichiraku Ramen to enjoy a well-deserved meal. After the 3 of them finished their bowls of ramen, both parties exchanged goodbyes and went their separate ways. Once Naruto and Sasuke arrived home, they both took a long shower before brushing their teeth and going to bed. And this, guys, is where I'm going to end What If Naruto Was an Uchiha Part 12. Also, remember to like and subscribe to my channel and share this story with your friends so they may experience it as well. This will conclude this week's episode. So until next time, see ya!